Okay, we're going to pick up where we left off the other day. We've got the radiator back in, we've got the shroud at least in place, we've got a new serpentine belt, and I think we might have figured out why our radiator broke to begin with. So you'll recall that this radiator is plastic on the tanks, and there's 4 pins. There's 2 at each corner, the upper and lower corners. These pins fasten the plastic portions of the radiator, which of course then if the core goes with it, into these 2 rails. And these rails go all the way down, and then they sit in a cradle, which you can no longer see, but it's a very heavy-duty cradle that bolts directly to the frame. Now if you look down there at that cradle, there's 4 bolts on either side. You can clearly see the 2 there. You see the gap between the cradle and the rails? Well, that gap means that when I tighten those bolts, I'm literally pulling the radiator apart at the pins, because these rails are going to want to go this way. The pins down there, you see the 2 pins, are attached to the plastic header at both sides, and it's trying to stretch the radiator to take up that gap. Of course, it's trying to bend that cradle as well, but that cradle is almost 1/4 inch thick steel. It ain't going anywhere. That stress right there, strain, is what's probably pulled on these pins and caused the crack in my radiator. I'm going to shim that gap. I'll center the radiator and shim it from both sides.